Hey guys, Dan Hood, Big DH2000 here. Had a request from a friend for a trade. Created this slingshot. Friend likes toxic green, so you can see the toxic green layers. 2 layers of phenolic, another toxic green, and then Indian rosewood. Now, while I was cleaning out my basement, I found the last chunk of Indian rosewood that I had. I put it on both sides because I had enough to do so, only to realize that the buddy had asked for actually an ergo design. So we'll see if he likes it. If not, I'll get to making something else. But anyway, this rosewood, you can see way back in my, hundreds of videos ago, I had an old speaker box that I had made from Indian rosewood, and I used it to make a slingshot, and this is what was left. And when I say speaker box, I'm not talking a big one like 6 by 12, maybe 6 by 10. So pretty small, about 3 inches deep. But anyway, Indian rosewood is very different from most rosewood. Indian rosewood is a darker reddish purple. It almost looks like Indian teak is very different too. If you get teak from a lot of Asian countries, the grain is very straight, whereas Indian teak, the grain wanders everywhere. It's quite pleasant to work with, a little more oily as well. And this Indian rosewood is the same. It's a little darker, richer, purplish, pink, red color, and the grain wanders more. It's almost like when these were developing in India, they got mixed with something that provided or produced the unusual, the very random grain patterns that they have. Most teak and most rosewood actually has straighter grain, and rosewood is the coloring of Purple Heart quite frequently. But Purple Heart is very terrible to work with, and has very straight grain, and it splinters easily, and gosh, even when you're sanding, you can sometimes get splinters. Rosewood is not like that. It's oily, but it doesn't burn when you sand it like Purple Heart can, and you don't get splinters either, and it sands very pleasantly, a lot like Indian teak. But anyway, it came out great. I mean, even the phenolic, this black phenolic that I've got is a little different. It's got if you look closely, it's a little more, it's almost like it's got a little more polka dotting on it, the white. I'm not exactly sure why. It's all from the same batch, but for some reason this one's a little different, and it's perfectly smooth. It has nothing to do with the sanding. It just seems that the white is a little more prevalent on this, and comes out in more like a leopard pattern. Quite pleasant, actually. I like it. Anyway, we'll see if Daryl likes this. If he doesn't, well, I'll get to making something else. But I especially put the rosewood on for him because I know he loves that kind of stuff, and he's given me plenty of different varieties of wood for use, and I'm using some zebra wood he gave me on another slingshot right now. Anyway, you can see I try to get this in the sun a little bit so you guys can kind of see the pinkish purple color to it. It's very subtle and very hard to see. The camera just doesn't do it justice. Take care, guys.